What's up? 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 What's up, Uncle Mick?
What is up?
That was the Skull Crack, almighty Skull Crack. Get down and worship the guitar gods.
Yes.
Coffee and hardcore intro by Skull Crack.
By Skull Crack, the almighty Skull Crack.
The almighty.
So, hey, it is the Coffee and Hardcore podcast. Welcome. And we are in season 2, if you can believe it. And we're on episode 9. And this one is called A Bitter Truth Pill to Swallow. You don't like that one?
We're going to call it, I Can't Believe It's Not Butter Truth. After we talked to them about their demo tape. You game?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally. We need to totally call it.
I Can't Believe It's Not Butter Truth.
I can't believe it's not butter.
We talk about this a little bit in the thing, but Mick accidentally put Butter Truth when he did the Zoom call and when he put it on his calendar. So
I don't know if it was autocorrect or it just, it
was meant to happen.
Yeah. Or maybe I was just hungry for butter. I don't know.
The milky gods made it so.
Oh gosh.
Talking about guitar gods, milky gods. What's going on with me, man?
I don't know.
Getting spiritual.
Oh gosh.
Wiley went spiritual.
Great.
Oh my gosh. Yes. We have Bitter Truth on to talk about their new album and the life of a hardcore band in Grand Rapids, Michigan. This was a fun talk.
It was.
But we actually talked to them off the air, I guess you'd say, off being recorded behind the scenes for another like half hour after the chat. And you guys missed some great stuff because I think the not being recorded Butter Truth talk was really good. They opened up and got deep. Yeah?
Yeah. They were amongst friends, and so they felt like they could share more.
Sure, we're friends, yeah. We also review the Bitter Truth new album, and let me tell you, it's a freaking banger.
It's amazing. So, hey, you want to get this thing started? You want to get the show rolling, Mr. Wiley?
Let's do it, Mr. Mick. Boom!
Now, before we do this, let's go over the ground rules. Rule number 1, no touching of the hair or face. Of course. And that's it. Right.
What's up? We got Butter Truth, right, Mick? So here's a story about Butter Truth. Mick accidentally put in Butter Truth in his calendar.
I did.
That we were chatting with it. And if you actually look at the Zoom link on here, it says Butter Truth.
It does.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Well, this is Bitter Truth.
Yes.
The amazing Grand Rapids, Michigan hardcore band. But you said, introduce yourselves real quick and what you do.
I'm Johnny. I play guitar.
What up, y'all? My name is Manasseh. I am the vocalist.
Vocals. So you said you had something on a demo of Butter Truth. What's up with that?
So this tape, actually my brother, he has a fanzine called Consume, which is out of Grand Rapids. And he put this tape out for us last year. Yeah, summer of last year. And it has just those 3 songs on it. But he had like a test tape that had it had the logo from I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. And that said, I can't believe it's not Bitter Truth.
Nice.
That's great. Are those tapes still? Are any of those tapes still available?
Those have been sold out for a while. I think.
Which tape you talking about? This one or like the butter?
Yeah, this one. Not the butter one. This one.
I think we just have our personal copies now.
Gotcha. And don't give away your personal copies. I know all about that.
No, don't do that. I got enough, bro, for real. Like
he'll send you one.
You can have.
Hell yeah, that'd be great.
We'll exchange info after.
Awesome.
I think I'm pretty sure I have one. I was trying to look around, but I'm pretty sure I've got one. I ordered one. It's legit. So
Mick, how are you doing, by the way?
I'm doing good, man.
We got freaking Bitter Truth on here. We both love this band.
I know.
Aren't you excited?
I am excited.
Well, let's get into it. So you guys recently got signed to Patient Zero Records, and they re-released your 2018 6-song EP, Reality Check, on 7-inch record. I actually got the test press with your face on it, Manasseh, and 2 copies of the record myself. How did you all hook up with Patient Zero to put this out?
So I'll just go for it. But
Go for it.
So basically, when we put out that 3-song tape, we just posted it. Jerry from Patient Zero bought one of the tapes, and then he just hit us up on Instagram, and he's like, "Hey, are you guys working with anybody?" And we're like, "Nope." And he's like, "Well, if you have like an LP or anything coming out, I'll put it out." And we're just like, "All right, sure."
But you already had this out before, right?
Yeah, the tape was already out, but he's just like, if you have an LP coming out, I'll put that out for you. So
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, basically because it was going to take so long to get the LP, which we're still waiting on.
But yeah, because presses are like backed up like crazy.
Yeah,
So backed up.
I think we put all the info in. God, what was it?
November.
January? No, you're right. It was November of last year.
Well, it's like 8 to 12 months out right now.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
So basically, in the meantime, he wanted to put out that 7-inch for us too. So
yeah, which I'm glad he did.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Definitely a bucket list item there. So
yeah, it's cool, man.
Yep.
Your guys' demo was released in 2016. It was recorded in 2016, at least.
Yeah.
I know you're working on a new record at the moment, like you just said. How many releases do you currently have? You said you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You said you got the tape,
Yep.
the 7-inch,
So
and you're gonna have this full length.
Yeah, it would be the full length basically. That tape with the voice of the unheard. Those 3 songs actually were not planned to be released. The only reason why we did that is because we were trying to like build funds for like the bailouts and all that kind of stuff like that. And we were just like, okay, well, I hit up my boy Lee about, helping with like the shirt design and everything like that to see if we can raise some funds and stuff. And he hooked it up. We went with it and we just randomly picked songs and we just threw it in there. And like I said, they were never intended to come out like that. Cause like we told ourselves like we already leaked out enough from like the LP that we're writing, and it's a slow process, but we just said, fuck it. Let's just put it out there, see how far we get with it. And then hopefully raise some money, which we did. And we're very proud of like how it went. And yeah, so we were pretty excited about it.
Yep.
Those songs are killer.
Yeah, thank you. I actually forgot to mention we did all the money from those tapes, and then we made shirts with the album art on it. All that went to the Michigan Solidarity Bail Fund.
Yep.
So basically, people who were, out protesting and like
Locked up.
Basically, cops made it so that like, they were past curfew, so they locked them up like, over a bullshit reason. Like we were able to help get some of those people out of jail, which was really cool.
That is really cool. So I'm looking at
do something,
Yeah, no, that's great. Did you see his wife walk by?
Yeah, tell her what's up.
Linz. They're saying hey.
Hi.
Lindsay.
You're incoming to give me headache.
Oh, sorry.
Hi guys.
How's it going?
What's up? I'm actually looking at this album cover right now. This is pretty rad. What is this from?
Actually, it's our bassist.
Wow.
Which are you talking about?
This
Oh,
one.
that.
From,
Okay, my bad. That's
from the
actually
voice of the unheard.
That was from the protest that we had out here. The very first protest. My buddy Lee was going around taking random photos of everything. and I asked if he had any good ones that maybe we could use, and he gave me a whole selection of them, and that was the one that stood out the most to me, just because it was just like you had a bunch of kids just sitting on a car and they're just raising up the fist, you know, just obviously throwing their support up there and everything. And the fact that, like, well, be real, like the fact that they all look like me made it even better for me. And like I was, you know, expressing that to everybody else, they all agreed, and it just worked out perfectly. Like everything on top of it.
So
our bass player, like,
tell the listeners. You said look like you. What do you look like?
I'm black. Like, what more can I say? But no. Yeah. It was just like that. That means a lot to me because, like, you know, I don't know if anyone knows me and anything like that. Like, I'm very proud of who I am and where I come from and stuff like that. Especially with like my background and my parents being from Africa and everything, and you know that's major pride on my part. When I take that in a lot. So, but just for the sheer fact, Nathan, that we could kind of push that and just, like, you know, add those kids in there and like do whatever and everything. It's not like it had to be that way, but like it was just, to me, it felt like it felt better, I guess, in a way. I'm not really.
No, I think it's super rad, man. It's super eye catching, and I love the contrast from the black and white, and then like the reddish brown or whatever that is.
Yeah,
that's pretty rad.
I really thought between the cover and the intensity of the songs, and then just what you brought vocally, Manasseh, on that album, I thought just fit the vibe and just the anger and I don't know, just the heart of everything that was happening right now. And then when you guys dropped that and what you were raising money for, I just thought it just, I don't know, I don't want to use the word perfect storm, but it was just like very necessary, needed, and just when I got that, I was like, holy shit, like what? It was just the intensity of that record was just.
Yeah.
Well, you actually sent it to me. I didn't even. I was like, whoa, this is killer.
Thank you.
So I do have this question for you. You guys kind of answered it already with the last one, but you guys sent me the new record to listen to, and I have to say I absolutely love it. We're gonna do a review of it, and in the review, Mick doesn't know this yet, but it's basically probably my favorite record we've reviewed so far in this podcast, for real.
Yeah.
I absolutely I love it. I put it on and I was working out at work on my lunch, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so motivating. Like when the intro hits, and I don't know, man, you guys upped your game on this for sure. Like this is a rad record.
Appreciate that.
But I noticed you put 3 songs. I know we already talked about this, but you put 3 songs from the Voice of the Unheard EP on here, and you put both the singles. Mm-hmm. And my question was, what was the reason? You already said that. Yeah. But my other question is, did you guys re-record these tracks for this album, or are they the same?
For NEC and Numb, we re-recorded those completely.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 3 songs, what's up?
We re-recorded those.
Yeah, we used your vocal takes from the EP though.
Yeah.
But all the instruments were redone.
Cool. So basically, all 5 of the songs are redone.
Yeah,
basically.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys have a show coming up at Skeletones in Grand Rapids, the Welcome Back Skeleton Show.
Yep.
With K-Line, the Odie Brothers, and Worst Self, formerly of the amazing hardcore band Brothers from Grand Rapids.
Yep.
And with Larry, who's jamming with Mick and I.
Yeah.
In our straight edge band. And Iron Sharpens Iron X. How in the world did you guys get that lineup together? Because I know K-Line was big for a while in Grand Rapids, and I haven't heard anything from them in a while.
Well, that was all Murph, wasn't it?
Basically, but like at the same time, it's like, how do I say this? For me, there's a lot of, I guess, like in a way, like Skeleton's history for me, because like before I even got into like hardcore or punk or anything in that kind of sense, like I was obviously trying to I was kind of figuring things out and where I was at and everything within like the music scene, because like all of my all my friends and anything I was skating with and do whatever, they were always like passing me music back and forth. Never knew that we actually had a venue here that was like, you know, supporting local bands that played that same style of music. Like I was just hearing on CDs or whatever, it was like handed to me. And then I don't know, fast forwarding, like, you know, all that stuff and everything kind of came into place. And then like the ODs, K-Line, you know, Larry and everything like that, they're like, I guess in a way, like you can say like they're old friends of mine just because of like our combined history and anything with Skeletons and stuff like that, playing shows from like older bands or anything.
Because you used to play with Time of Plague and stuff like that, right?
My old band did, yeah.
Yeah, because you were in a metal band back in the day, right?
What's that?
You were in a metal band back in the day, right?
I was, my very first band was a metalcore band. Yes. And yeah, I don't know if that band played with Time and Plague. I know Larry had a band from Muskegon called Beyond Hatred.
Yeah.
And that was definitely like that was a hardcore band for sure. And I remember actually we played with them in this old venue that we had called 10 Bells, and they on the bill as well was like Donnybrook and Hoods, and then a couple other bands I can't remember, but like it was really funny because like you had our metalcore band with like, you know, the keyboard and all that kind of stuff like that. Like we kind of like went all like Still Remains ish kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know, that was hot back then, I guess, and we were just like following trend, whatever you want to say. And then it goes from us to like Larry's hardcore, like I want to say it was like a beatdown band, but it really wasn't. I don't know how to explain it, but like it went from that and then like everything else following afterwards and stuff, which was actually a lot of fun. Like that was probably one of my favorite shows to play. So like I was really, really excited about that. But yeah, like I said, like we have a lot of us and everything have like a bunch of history and everything. And then like Murph, I have a lot of history with him, and he's actually like one of my favorite people, like for real, like really.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
And then he hit me up about, you know, getting us on it and stuff. And then he started naming off the people. And then like, to me, it was just like, sweet. I get to play Skeletons again, and then also get to play with friends that I don't really get to play with as often, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So that was really exciting to me.
Because your older bands played with brothers and stuff like that a lot, right?
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. What does the future hold for Bitter Truth? Any tours, any new merch, any other records planned besides the new one, Perfect World?
I already showed you guys the tank top. We're doing that.
Yes, you did. It was your background. That was awesome.
Actually, I put in an order for some koozies.
Nice.
We've been wanting to do that for a while. It's kind of stupid.
And we talked about maybe some beach shorts, huh?
No,
some swimming trunks.
Those were in the talks. We'll see how these tank tops sell.
We're basically trying to do things where like it just seems like we're kind of like just having fun.
Yeah, just trying to.
I don't know what else to say besides that, because like that's basically all we're doing.
You should do those sunglasses from Pizza Hut. You know what I'm talking about? Like one's like a triangle and it's like bright orange, and then the other's like a square and it's hot pink.
Is that a thing?
Bitter Truth. Come on, you remember the 90s, don't you? Pizza Hut? Come on.
I don't know if I remember.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. If it wasn't for the weed I used to smoke back in the day, like I probably would remember. No, I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
You guys never did Book It?
Don't lie.
What's that?
I said you never done Book It?
No, yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
It was like that thing where like you had to like read them out, like whatever kind of books, and then bring in like in that card or something like that, right?
Yes,
right?
And you got a free small pizza and a pair of sunglasses.
Yeah. I remember that, but I don't remember the sunglasses though. I don't think.
I don't either.
I went to gave us.
I got them. I don't know. I grew up in the UP, so I don't know what that means, but
they didn't pass out sunglasses in West Virginia when I was a kid.
Oh, I got sunglasses. They said Book It on it and Pizza Hut. I don't know.
Yeah, we weren't that privileged.
Yeah.
But getting back on track, yeah, as far as shows, we're playing with Last Gasp in Detroit this Saturday.
Nice.
That'll be our first show back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your first one back.
And then
Okay.
What?
yeah, the week after that, we're playing 2 gigs with End It from Baltimore. So we're pretty stoked about that.
If you haven't listened to them,
I haven't.
listen to them.
Yeah, that band's great.
It is amazing music.
Yep.
Like,
Write that down,
amazing.
Mick.
I did.
So,
Sorry, it's
cool.
right there.
Because any band we
what
mentioned,
else do we got?
we put in a playlist on Spotify.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, End It's great.
From Baltimore.
Baltimore, yep. What else do we got?
Okay, so from my understanding, hold on, I gotta whip out the list here because I'm terrible with memory. So yeah, we got that show on this Saturday with Last Gas, Prison Suicide, Roundhouse, us, and Love Lost, and then
nice.
the gig with End It that he was just mentioning.
Yep.
And then
With
we have
Shackled is playing us.
Shackled as well.
Shackled
Yep.
from New Jersey.
Yep. And then also there's a September 8th with is that something?
I don't know if we're supposed to
Yeah,
say.
that's why I didn't say nothing.
Well, you know, all
Keep-
this
keep
is
it
We're
on.
coming
not gonna
up.
listen to it.
Keep an eye
We're-
out.
we're
No,
supposed to-
no. Keep an eye out.
We're supposed to
for
play with Ringworm in Detroit.
Ooh.
it. I don't know if we're supposed to say right
I don't know if we're supposed to tell you guys that, but
Hey, this
Wait,
comes out in
viewers might-
September, right?
might not
Nick?
listen to this, so
What?
fuck it.
When does this come out? This drops in September, doesn't it?
It
Mick?
drops in September, yeah. So
So
you
if
might have
anything-
already played the show.
Yeah,
So it'd be like a
the show might have happened
in
already.
the future.
I'm just saying, Mick, don't get me in trouble now, bro. I swear, boy, don't do this to me.
I'll make sure I wait till after the 8th. Will that work?
That works.
Hey, we bleeped things out before for people.
Yeah, we can bleep out the
One guy didn't want us to say his name, so we bleeped him out. His
Yeah.
name out.
That'd be dope. But yeah, September 10th we have that show at Skeletons, and then October 22nd and the 23rd we'll be out in Oklahoma for Promcore.
Oh yeah.
So we're
Ooh.
doing that. So
That's turned out to be like a huge deal. Like there's a ton of bands playing that.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I'm actually really excited about that one. Very
It's a great
excited about that
lineup.
one.
Yeah, because what Vanguard's playing, Tuning's playing, you guys are playing.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's gonna be
Yeah.
a killer show.
And there's what, like 20 more bands playing? It's
Yeah, like
nuts.
Time and Pressure,
Yeah.
Chemical, all like there's so many bands.
So
that-
many good bands.
And it's crazy because like it's a bunch of bands that we communicate through like IG and like different like social medias and stuff like that. But we'd never, besides Time and Pressure and like a couple other bands, like we never exactly got to interact with them in person. So like this is like a big deal for us because like we've obviously like made friends with like a few bands and we now get to like talk in person and see like how they're doing and whatever and anything. So really
Awesome.
excited about that.
We actually have Time and Pressure coming on the podcast, which I'm excited about.
Hell yeah, dope dudes.
Their new album is so good.
Yep.
Very good.
That's
love
been
it.
on repeat all week.
Yeah, same. So, what are you guys' guilty pleasure TV shows? Come on,
Wait, hold
or
on.
albums,
For real?
or
Uh,
albums. Come on.
Shoot.
He said, "For real?
You gotta, hold up, bro. You kind of just.
This is a question."
Johnny, you go first, bro, because I don't know.
Oh shoot. I don't know if I really believe in
So many people say that. What does that
guilty
mean? You don't
pleasures
believe in
per
it?
se, but
You would hold up, wait,
What
no,
are-
pause. You a damn liar. You know that. You cannot be saying that.
I love Catfish. That's great.
Yeah,
Catfish?
that's the second person
what
that's brought
else?
up Catfish before.
Catfish.
Yeah, didn't the dude from Change say Catfish?
Either that or Tuning, I can't remember, but
Catfish
yeah.
is hilarious.
But
to me.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
sorry.
incredible.
I've never seen
I
it.
mean, it's a funny ass show.
Because I think we had the
I
whole
saw one.
conversation like it's been so many years now that show's been out, like people can't realize like they're being catfish now. Like really?
I've never seen it.
That's what I'm saying. Like you take like this long to understand, like, bro, like you've been talking online to somebody and all of a sudden you're just like, oh yeah, I'm about to meet my future wife. And it ends up being some like oversized dude who comes up and saying, like, yo, I want a hug. I'm not trying to like body shame nobody when I say that. I just realized what I'm
Right.
saying. But like,
Right.
I'm just saying, like, come on, man. Like Be real. Like,
Some oversized dude.
yeah.
Oh,
Just give him
man.
a hug and everything, and just like, like there was one episode I saw. It was like some dude that was like talking about like how he was gonna marry the person, do whatever, and then all of a sudden, like, I think I watched it with you guys. Where like they get to the park, and the guy that catfished the dude wanted to fight the guy, and I'm sitting just like, what kind of show am I watching right now? Like, I was genuinely concerned for the other dude. Like, I didn't know what to expect. I thought they were gonna duke it out right there, and I'm just like, let him go, whatever. Ridiculous.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no, that's not even. I don't even watch that. Never mind.
What about an album? No albums that you don't want people to know that you listen to. Well, I don't know why you'd tell people on here, but
dude.
I don't care. If people know,
Olivia Rodrigo.
what? Who?
Olivia Rodrigo.
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
Dude, what?
We don't know what that is, man.
She's put out this LP, and
Oh wait, I know it.
it's like a more pop version of Paramore, kind of.
That's
Wait,
a
is
guilty
that-
pleasure for sure.
Is that the one where everybody says that they totally ripped off a Paramore song? Is that who you're
It's
talking
basically that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
I know
okay.
exactly what it is. I don't really care for it.
about? Okay.
But yeah, I'm really trying to think because like most of the time I'm just like an open book anyway. Jesse Reyes. Do you guys know who that is?
No,
I don't speak that language.
I don't know who that is.
The hell was that?
I don't know what that is.
She's a singer, and I don't know. I like her music. I think it's dope, but I don't.
What's her name?
Jesse Reyes.
Oh, Jesse.
Jesse
okay.
Reyes. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I just work
Man,
here.
you asked. I'm telling you. That's what we're doing here, bro.
Well, here's one on my end. I know you didn't ask me, but I sent Mick the Limp Bizkit Lollapalooza set, and I was like, for some reason, I'm watching this right now, and he's like, why? I'm like, I don't know. It's bringing back memories, but they're so bad. Like the music's so terrible, but I couldn't stop. I watched the whole thing.
If that's the case, then I definitely have my new metal playlist that's like on repeat sometimes at work.
Yeah.
Because like, dude, like that's like as much as like I don't really like get too far into it and everything, but like I definitely like when I want my like those times where like you just want to get away from like the normalcy and like you just want something else to listen to, I'll pop that in, and then like as soon as I hear freaking what's his name from like Korn do that little whatever voice trick.
Oh no, that's Disturbed.
No, that's Disturbed. But like as soon as I hear that, I get hyped, and then like yeah.
What are you
for it.
ready? That one.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Like it's dope as hell. And then obviously R.I.P. What's his face from Slipknot.
Oh, Joey.
Oh yeah, the drummer.
Yeah, so I've been listening to a lot of like their first album, which is like one.
That's
of,
a
like,
good
the
album.
first, like,
That first album's
yeah.
really good.
yeah, one of like the first heavy shit that I've ever heard in my life. So like I definitely been banging that out lately. So
I'll go as far. Oh, go ahead, Mick. Sorry.
I was gonna say if we're all confessing things. I was at a thrift store today and I totally bought this Carpenter's album one.
oh yeah,
Whoa.
oh yeah.
That's nothing to be ashamed of, though.
Hold up. Guilty pleasure movies. Now that you guys are asking, I'm gonna ask you that.
Oh gosh.
Go with that one.
Movies. Buffy's my show.
Oh, I love Buffy.
I was gonna say that's
Great.
Yeah.
him and his
Mo-
wife. all over
Movies, though. Oh,
there.
I don't know if it's a guilty
Movie.
pleasure, but my favorite movie of all time, and when I tell people, they go, "No," is Goon.
What's that?
It's a hockey movie with the
Goon?
dude from
Like the hockey movie?
Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah, I love that movie. Yeah.
The one with Stifler
Wait,
in
who
it.
says it's a bad movie? You need
So
to
many
stop
people
being
think
friends
it's
with these people.
So many people think it's a bad movie. I think it's amazing.
What is wrong with that movie? That movie's amazing. And the second one was dope too.
The second one's good. I didn't like it at first, and now I love it.
Yeah. No, the first one was definitely better, but the second one actually, no, those are terrible people you're friends with. Just saying, I don't care.
Guilty pleasure. I don't know, Mick. What do you think? I'll think on it.
Going back to guilty pleasure artists.
Sure.
Gina Spector.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I listen to her all day.
That's a
I
real
think
person.
I know. I think I know who that is.
Who's that?
I know the name.
That's too much work right now.
I'm trying to remember, I'm trying to remember what kids movie my kids were watching, and I was like, I dig this. This is all right. But I can't remember which one it is.
If I can be honest with you on that, like all these kids movies lately that have been coming out, I've been freaking riding with them like theirs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care.
What's the one with the people who are like mer people and they come out of the water and they're real people?
I haven't watched that yet.
Luca, dude, that movie's so good.
Yeah, I didn't like it at first, and then it grew on me. I like it. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. We haven't watched Soul yet. I've heard that's really good too, but we haven't.
That is really good.
We haven't watched
Soul
it.
is amazing.
It's kind of I don't know. There might be too many.
I'm not gonna lie. Just because you said that, I'm like hoping that Jamie Foxx slaps you for it.
That was a really good movie, though.
I'm kidding.
I think your kids could watch it, Mick.
Oh no. Well, it's. I guess the reason why we didn't watch it is because around the time that it came out, the stuff that kind of happened with my dad, so we were kind of like the conversations that could happen. But now it'd probably be really, really, really good to have those conversations.
Because his dad passed away.
Yeah,
and it was
so.
And so it's still kind of sore subject for the kids.
But yeah, it might have been a little,
I gotcha.
So
that makes sense.
But yeah, we want to. But I've heard that movie's like
that,
ridiculous good. So yeah,
I think the older I get, the more I like kids movies.
Yeah,
like more lighthearted and less raunchy stuff. I don't know. I'm not into it.
I don't understand the hate for it. Like I don't.
You don't understand what?
The hate behind, like some people were like, "Oh, these are just for the kids or whatever." No, bro. Like that's like a very good movie.
Yeah.
Like, what was it?
Yeah. I don't get into raunchy stuff. I don't like it. I like more kid-friendly stuff. You do?
That's my shit. Swear to God.
He's got lots of sides to him. He likes kid-friendly. He likes raunchy.
I'm a well-rounded person. That's as far as I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say to you.
Yeah, because I went back and watched Goon recently, and that's a pretty raunchy movie.
See what I'm saying?
And I like it, so whatever. I guess I do.
It's funny because before kids, like Lindsay and I used to watch a ton of like scary movies and stuff. And then you kind of like, it's kind of hard to find a place to watch stuff like that when you got now with 3. It's kind of like, so it's normally after they go to bed. And now it's kind of like, I don't know. It's been a long time since I watched one of these. So it's kinda, we tried to watch the Fear Street that just came out because those were kids' books back in the 90s. On Netflix.
The one that's like on Netflix.
Yeah, that one. And like it's a straight, it's kind of like a straight up slasher movie. And you're like trying to, like you remember the books when you were a kid. And I was like, I don't know, like this is pretty brutal. So
really?
I mean, compared to the books, yeah.
So there's me. That's on.
Oh, he froze up on us.
Uh-oh.
Y'all froze.
What? Straight up froze.
You guys still there?
Yeah, now you're there.
Did we freeze too?
I thought we lost you for a second.
Did we freeze on your end?
Oh yeah, you guys were just like dead.
Manase, you guys froze and your face was like this.
I'm looking pretty good right now. No, but there was a movie called what is it called? The Night Comes for Us, I think it's called. I mean, I'm gonna double check on that. But yeah. So I'm big on like, I don't know, action films, kung fu movies, all that kind of stuff like that. That's something I grew up with, and I still till the day, like really crazy. But that is like same thing, like just gory as hell with like the violence and everything, just wild as hell. But the action is just like amazing. One of those things where like I'm like raised off my seat, like ready for like the next like punch or whatever is gonna happen next, because like it's so unpredictable. Like there was like moments where like I was like cringing, but I wanted more, you know. And I definitely tell people to like look for that, because like there's another movie that was made by the same people called The Raid. I don't know if anyone knows about that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the same people from that made this movie, and like it's awesome. The Raid to me felt like a video game, because like you go with like different levels to the boss and everything, you know.
Right.
And this one is just like there's an actual plot and like do all this other stuff, and it's just, dude, anyone listening to this, you guys, whoever, I really encourage you guys to watch this if you guys get into that kind of stuff. Like it's awesome. So much fun to watch. I might actually watch that tonight, just talking about it. Just saying. Like, yeah,
Hey, I hear a dog barking in the back. Is that whose dog is that?
I got 4 of them.
Oh, tell me their names.
Shoot. Ruby, Vixie, Zool, and Lulu.
Ooh, I like that name. What was the last name?
Lulu.
Lulu. What kind of dogs are they?
3 of them are wiener dogs, and then
Nice.
Vixie is a Chihuahua Pomeranian mix.
Do you dress them up in the hot dog costume every Halloween?
Yeah. Yeah. For Halloween,
Yeah, got to.
Gotta.
I like dog cameos on the podcast, so that's why I asked.
Yeah.
I love dogs.
Yeah, he's got like a damn zoo in this place.
Yep. 2 kids. Oh.
Used to be
So
fun.
guys, this is the time to promote any coffee companies you like, any friends, bands, any artists you dig, whatever. Promote it. Give it to us.
We're doing it now.
You're doing it now.
All right. Oh yeah, this is just
If you
happening
would.
right here. This is how it's going down. So, my bad. No, but like so West Michigan is coming out with like a bunch. There are a lot of good bands that you can check out if you haven't. Prison Suicide, Worst Self, Roundhouse. We got like Life Lost and everything. And there's like a lot of bands that I can name off that they're coming out. But at the same time, like we have Skeletons. So if you guys have never been, if you guys ever want to and everything, when they open up and everything, definitely come out, check out the shows there, because I know Murph has like a lot of plans to bring starting up like a lot of shows and everything. He's been naming off a few so far, but he definitely has like big plans coming for sure. So we're very excited about that. As for anything else to plug, I guess us, Bitter Truth, like we got stuff happening.
We do.
We do have stuff happening.
I do have a question for you.
What's up?
Is
Go
it
ahead, bro.
true? I heard that the DAC might be reopening. Is that true?
That is true.
It is true.
Now I'm not totally sure. Yeah, from my, because they have a building they've been working on for a while now, and I don't know exactly if it is open yet or if like
Oh, it's in a different spot than it was.
It's in a different spot. Yeah, no, it's not downtown anymore. But
Is Skeletons in the same spot?
Same spot, the basement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rad.
Yep. So yeah. So the DAC is definitely coming back for sure. They're definitely making some moves for sure. I'm not totally sure on like any shows or anything yet, but I know that they're coming back as well. So I'm very excited about that as well. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know what else to plug in besides
Chemical Fix.
there
Great
you go.
band.
There you go.
They have a new album coming out Friday, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it is.
Also Fixation. I think
Yeah.
pretty much all the same people are in that band. Time and Pressure, End It.
Wait, Fixation from Philly?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Shackled, and who else?
I'm terrible
There's
with this.
there's just so many good bands out right now. Like
not gonna
it's
lie.
ridiculous.
You guys
Check
drink
out
coffee
Mick
at all?
Cox.
Mick Cox.
There you go.
Cox.
Throw him in there. I'm just kidding.
You guys drink coffee at all?
You don't. I do.
I'm drinking this.
Is that coffee?
Hell
You're
no.
drinking coffee?
They got
What is
espresso
it?
in there. I'm about to fall asleep. I need something.
So what do you drink?
I'm a tea guy.
You're a tea
Nice.
I'm a
So what kind of
very big tea. I do drink
kinda-
coffee. I do drink
You do?
coffee, but like I'm more tea than coffee. So
Gotcha. Well, what
Yeah.
brand do you guys dabble in?
that's a wild question to ask. Dude. I'm all over the place.
Death Wish is great. I like Death Wish a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones out of Grand Rapids. Ferris Roasters is really good.
My boy Byron, he's from New Orleans.
Mhm.
He has a coffee company, Exile.
Yeah.
Definitely check out
Oh,
his
that's
stuff.
him.
That's him.
Shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I've been
Oh,
hearing
where's
really
that?
good stuff about his stuff. So like, if you are ever looking for a new coffee to check out, Exile. Do
Yeah.
it.
Lindsay and I have been looking in to try to get some stuff from them. 'Cause
Mhm.
it looks amazing.
Yeah, I've
You
heard
should try to hit them up,
Yeah,
Mick.
Definitely.
Definitely.
So, Byron,
Cool.
you're
So,
gonna stay-
hey.
you better throw me a couple bags, man.
All right.
So if you were to pick a song off your newest record to drop for the listeners to hear, what song would you pick?
Perfect world.
Perfect World. Let's
Perfect
do it.
World.
Let's drop it, Mick.
Title track. Drop it.
Drop it right now.
God doesn't make the world this way. We do.
I'm from Chicago. Thin crust pizza? No, thank you. I'm from Chicago.
All right, so it is that time of the show where we do album reviews, and this is a special episode, kind of like the tuning episode where we only reviewed one band and one album. We're going to review one band and one album. We're going to review Bitter Truth's brand new LP that's not out yet.
Yeah, we don't know when it's coming out. because
Don't
of
know. Yeah,
Record delays.
right. Don't know when it's dropping, but we're going to be talking about this one because we had the pleasure of getting this ahead of time. So we're going to be talking about Bitter Truth's
Yes.
album, Perfect World, that is dropping on Patient Zero Records. How about it?
Dude,
So what did you think?
Love it.
What did you think?
What did I think?
Yeah, what did you think?
Dude, this album is hard hitting right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Boom, it hits you with that intro into Numb.
Yeah.
I remember I put this on, and I talk about this a little bit with them, but I remember I put this on when I was working out on my lunch break, and I just couldn't believe what I was hearing, how good this music was. Like, and I remember you sent me that three-track thing that they made to raise money. They talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
And that blew my mind too. But this, I said tuba, but this was so much better. Like, it just, I know they put some songs on that they did before and that they said they re-recorded them, but everything on this record just flows flawlessly.
Yeah.
Like, all these tracks just, they blew my mind. I remember I called the guitarist Marco of 2 Minute Minor, and I was like, bro, we got to step up our game. This band from Grand Rapids, they just showed up everyone. And he's like, really? I'm like, dude, really? Because it is so passionate. It's hard hitting. It's perfect. This album reminds me of Rotting Out at times, and I talk about that with Manasseh, with that beautiful bitter truth hardcore that only they can give you. It is very well done and original sounding. I honestly think Perfect World is my favorite album that we have reviewed on the Coffee and Hardcore podcast thus far.
Whoa.
Give me a cup of Tomorrow Blend Coffee by Ruby Roasters and put this album on, and I am a true coffee and hardcore bliss. Heaven, boom, punch my time card. I'm out of here. I got nothing more to live for. Just kidding. I have a beautiful wife and a child on the way. The vocals, the gang vocals, the heavy guitars, and thundering, thumping drums, they cannot get any better. Seriously, the vocals are pissed. They're intelligent. They're, I don't want to say, I guess, yeah, they're emotional.
Right.
I was going to say emo, but so many people use that word wrong or take that word wrong. So I'm going to go with emotional.
Yeah.
They're not emo at all. I love the song No Clear View. I actually love all the songs. I love Outside Looking In is also a favorite of mine, but I got to pick one. So I'm going to go with No Clear View. Let's drop it.
All right.
Boom. Dude, that song rips.
That's so amazing.
Super excited for the world to hear this record. I'm excited to buy it from Patient Zero. I'm excited for this band. This album is going to elevate them to the next level. They don't even know what's in store for them.
Yeah.
I don't think they do.
No. This is one of those albums when you hear it for the first time, you like feel like there's something important going on, if that makes sense. And you're like, I can't believe that I'm able to have this.
Early, yeah.
Yes, early, exactly. You're like, you kind of got to peek behind the curtains a little bit, and you're like, I feel so blessed to have been able to hear this before it came out. I have always, since Reality Check, I have always dug the bass tone on their albums, and the bass tone on this one, it just went to another level. Totally dig it. Totally love it. I love the riffs that go into play with the drums quite a bit. I wish I could have just a track of just hearing those two. And I don't really say that often about an album where I just want to hear the bass and the drums, but they play very well together. The guitar tone rips, I love it. And I got to see these guys live at Take Hold Fest.
Yeah, Take Hold.
And they just so happened to play right before Two Live As Sons did. And so I was too busy trying to get to listen to them than I was worried about setting up my bass rig to play for my set. I was so stoked to see them live. And their presence live is unbelievable. And they talk about some shows they got coming up, and you guys, if you're close by, you should definitely go and check them out.
In the past. Take a time machine.
And go, that's right. No, they dropped some shows for October though.
Okay.
So, but yeah, you talked about the vocals and the lyrics, man. Yeah, there's some deep stuff there, and you can feel it. And that's what I love. I think that's what I love so much about this album the most, is it hits you so hard with not just the guitars and the drums and all of that, but it hits you in the, it's gonna sound so cheesy, but sometimes cheese is good. But it just hits you in the heart. Like it's very emotional, very punch in the gut, like holy shit, like what is going on? And it just, you kind of feel it. And that's just, if there's anything that's been
not cheesy.
Okay, well, anything.
That's not cheesy.
Anyway, if there's anything,
and I was born in Wisconsin. I'm a cheesehead.
Oh, well,
a lactose intolerant cheesehead at that. Sorry, go ahead. But I didn't think that was cheesy.
It just seems like this year, especially, there has been some really good albums that have come out that kind of hit some of that tone of where people are at. And this one definitely has captured that. And
you talk about mental health.
Yeah, that, well, just anything, mental health, the stuff that's just kind of happening in culture right now. Like there's some things that's touched on.
Sure.
It just grabs your attention and you feel it. And that's what I've always loved about hardcore. And I felt like there was a season where that kind of drifted away, and it got to the, how fast can we go, or how loud can we be, or what songs can we play that make people want to punch each other and fight in the pit. Like that kind of took over for a little while, but now it seems like it's getting back to that. It's getting back to the roots, and it's kind of presenting it in a new way. Like it's definitely like it pays homage to some of those bands in the past that talked about mental health, that talked about situations that were going on, that talked about stuff. And not that there were bands that didn't do that for, all this time, but you know what I'm talking about. There's just a time frame there where it kind of, we're just going to write brocore or whatever. But it just seems like some bands are capturing that feel again. That made me fall in love with hardcore to begin with. That made me feel like I had a home. I just the feeling that I get when I listen to this album was kind of like the first time when I walked into my very first show in Vienna, West Virginia, at a bingo hall to play a show, and all these other bands got up there and played, and you could just feel the emotion. You could feel everything was going on, and
like a VFW style.
Just like a VFW style. No monitors, just throw it up, and just everybody, just the raw honesty that was all there. It's like the last couple of albums that we've been reviewing and the bands that we've had on have really kind of pulled that emotion back. Like, I'm like, dude, this feels good. But this album, like you said, has become one of my favorite albums that we've got to review. Like it's
same,
and so that it just upped that emotional feeling for me. I'm like, this is why I love this. I don't even want to just say style of music. It's why I love hardcore so much. And it brought back all those warm, fuzzy feelings. Because it's that good.
That was cheesy. No, I'm just
okay.
Just kidding. I don't care.
And it is hard to pick a a song off of here because I love the intro and Numb. I love that one so much, and I want to drop that one. But I also want to drop off. I also want to drop Better Off. But then I want to do Fraud. So I don't know. So let's just do intro and Numb.
Yeah,
it just really gets you. Yeah. So let's just do that one
for sure.
That's my song. All right. Boom. There's intro. There's Numb from the album Perfect World by Bitter Truth, which I think if you could, if 5 cups of coffee out of 5 cups of coffee, I would say I'm giving it 6.
Yeah,
it kind of blows the board away. Like,
let's give it a pot of coffee, bro.
Okay, I'll give it a pot of coffee. All right. And
pot
not
of
just
coffee.
Just not the normal pot of coffee, the one that has the handle that you turn it down and it just pours out. Like,
oh yeah,
like that big jug or whatever.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm feeling that.
Such a good album.
So good. I can't wait for the world to hear this.
Yeah.
You all are in for a treat.
Yes, definitely.
And on that note, next segment.
Fresh pot!
What's up? It's coffee time. Them's coffee beans.
Fresh pots.
My wife got me some coffee.
Nice.
Metropolis Coffee Company. I got it right here for you.
Ooh.
She brought this home, and I was like, I don't know. She keeps buying me coffee to try, and like some of it, I'm like, I would rather just buy another thing of Tomorrow Coffee or Oak and Crow. Like, I'm gonna have a bunch of half bags of coffee that's okay.
Right.
So I was a little worried when she brought this home, and she's like, no, I think you're gonna like this. Oh my goodness. It's not like it's good. It's not Tomorrow Coffee good, but it's good. And I think it might be one of the smoothest coffees I've tried.
Oh wow.
I was super surprised. And it's called La Cordillera. It's called
Cordillera.
No.
Cordillera.
Thank you, YouTube. La Cordillera. I don't know.
Nice.
I'm not good at that. I don't know. But it's so good. The bag says it's a classic medium-bodied breakfast blend, easy drinking and smooth, with or without milk. But seriously, it tastes like it's got milk in it. It's so smooth. I'm not joking. You should really try this coffee.
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
It's from Chicago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What is it with breakfast blends? Because I typically dig breakfast blends. I don't know why.
I drink most of my coffee during breakfast, so that makes sense. But I really do like this coffee. This coffee surprised me because I'm used to opening up and Libby, my wife, is like, "How is it?" I'm like, "It's okay. It's pretty good. Thanks for thinking of me. Thanks for getting me coffee, but it's okay." And then I tried this, and I was like, "Holy shit! This is really good. You got me a really good bag of coffee." I'm excited. I really like it.
That's awesome. You can tell like you're like legit stoked on this Metropolis
I am,
coffee.
and it's almost there's only like probably like 2 pots left in it, and I'm kind of bummed because we're trying to save money right now.
Right. I was gonna say it's a good thing that you're in Chicago because you can get some because it's from Chicago.
Yeah.
It's
a good thing I got a baby on the way in. Babies cost more money than I thought.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you just had to take a sniff.
Yeah, I took a sniff. It's so good. I'm drinking this tomorrow morning.
You're like straight up puffing it. Like
it's so good. Here, smell it, Mick. Anywho, let's hear about you.
All right, so my wife and I have been wanting to try this new coffee shop that's in Parkersburg, where we're from, and it's been around for a while, and we just never went down there and tried it out. And we finally broke down, and we were like, "Hey, listen, the kids are staying with Nana, and we've got a free morning. Let's jet down there and try them." So we're like, "All right." So number one, it's kind of like right downtown in Parkersburg. So, and they're really trying to renovate that area. So it's kind of nice. There's, but we walk in, and right when I walk in and I get the whiff, I'm like, I'm in a legit coffee shop. Like Parkersburg has Starbucks. We have the place that I work for, Stoked, which I love Stoked. I'm not just saying that because I work for them. They're good. There's another place in Vienna that's good, but this place has become my favorite. I've only been there twice, and it's already become my favorite because of the smell, because of the atmosphere, and they've got legit baristas. Like you can tell they actually care what they're doing. They're not just employees, but they're like legit. They're like, this. Them
fools are trained,
right? Like this is my craft. And I wanted, and so I ordered their specialty, which is called a Pavlov's Latte. Mm-hmm. And it is a green mint and lavender coffee.
What's up with you and lavender?
I have no idea. I've tried it a few times in a couple places, and
so the coffee actually has lavender in it?
Yes.
Weird.
It's so. Oh, listen, I don't know how to explain this drink because I like stuff like ginger beer. Like I love root beer, but there's something about ginger beer and sarsaparilla. The Zevia creamy root beer, that's really good.
I like it.
Sorry,
I'm interrupting. Sorry.
But there's something about the spiciness of the ginger beer. Like the first time I had ginger beer was in the Bahamas. My wife and I were in the Bahamas, and I was in this little hole in the wall shack kind of place eating a cheeseburger. And they asked what I wanted to drink, and they brought up ginger beer. And I was like, first I was like, is that like real beer? And like, no, it's like root beer. I'm like, all right. So I got it. And it was like one of those things that stings your throat all the way down. Ginger. And I was like, this is amazing. And so I kind of fell in love with it then. But there's something about that kind of taste that this coffee kind of has. It doesn't taste like ginger at all, but the weird mix of the green mint and the lavender has that. It makes me feel the same way. It does something. It like awakens my senses. Like it opens.
Awaken these senses.
Yes, it just like I feel like when I drink it, I can breathe better.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It sounds so weird, but it's just a very
It's like you're drinking Vicks.
No, not like you're drinking Vicks.
Sorry.
It's just a very intense.
You're like, no.
It's a very intense like coffee. Like it's very. Of course, it's a latte. So
are you a fan of mint tea?
I am. Yeah.
Me too. I love mint tea.
Yeah. So this is kind of like
Does it have that same effect kind of?
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very weird, it's almost like, it's expressing itself. And I know that sounds so weird that a coffee could do that, but it does. It's like you drink it and you're like, oh, wow. Okay. This is different. And it's got a whole other expression than just say like a normal, like I've gotten lattes a couple places in town and they're decent, but this Pavlov's latte was just, I don't know. When I read the description of it and I saw green mint and lavender, I was like, that's different. And the lady that took my order, she goes, oh yeah, it's different. She's like, I can't do it. I just can't imagine green mint and lavender going together. But the barista was like, this is I made this. I created this. I came up with this. This is my drink. And I was like,
oh,
okay. And so he made it.
It's his creation.
And then he left the lid off and he did the whole like fancy, leaf thing in the thing. And I was like, okay, dude. And so he was like, I hope you enjoy it. And I took one sip of it and I was like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. It's just
sold.
Super smooth. The coffee kicks, and then the mix of it. You would think that the green mint and lavender wouldn't go together, but it's just straight up delicious. So if you're ever in Parkersburg, West Virginia, and you want a legit coffee shop, try Unity Cafe downtown and ask for the Pavlovs. It is that good. And what's also cool is that they're bringing in coffee from around the state, like roasters from around the state. They're getting coffee from there and selling it in the store. They're using it in the store. They're getting some coffee from a few other places, like legit roasters from around the area. So I thought that was pretty sweet too. Like they're kicking it down there in Parkersburg. So yeah.
Didn't that coffee you had at that camping place have lavender in it too?
It did. It was a vanilla lavender.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see a trend happening.
You do. Yeah, and see, that was I wanted to try it because of that. I was like, oh, I had this at this one place. This ought to be a little different because it's green mint and not vanilla. And the green mint gave it that comparison that I make to ginger beer, that sharpness. That's what the green mint did. It gave it like this sharp punch, and then the lavender was just like, oh.
So is lavender like something you're really into right now, or is it just coincidence that?
No, it's not a coincidence. Like, we've actually tried to grow lavender around the house because we got a small garden, which it's the 1st of August is Lamas, so it's like the first harvest season, and so we got beans and tomatoes and cucumbers, and we've also tried to grow some other things. And one of the things we tried to grow was lavender because it's supposed, the smell. It's supposed to be good luck for your house also.
Yeah.
So
I've just never had it in coffee.
No, neither have I. But the last 2 places that we've tried, I've got it. It's good.
That's
really
cool.
Good. And I think, because I know like flavor coffees for you is like a no-no, but I think something with lavender in it might be something you can handle because it's not harsh. It's not like a.
Yeah, I kind of had that question.
Yeah, because I don't think it's like a hard mix. Like, when you get I've got a butter pecan pie coffee that we got that tastes delicious, but I just, when I drink it, I'm like, Wiley could never have this. Could never have it.
But that's a question I had that I don't know about is like, there's those coffees, but then like mint and lavender, those seem like more natural. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Like
exactly
when they make these weird concoctions, like rum spiced vanilla tea chai berry.
Right.
It's like, that seems weird, but like adding mint and lavender, is that actually considered a flavored coffee or is that more natural?
I would think it's more natural.
Because I'm wondering what makes my stomach turn into a pretzel? Is it, I don't know. I think
it's probably the nasty chemicals from the fake, the fake butter pecan pie. It's not real pecans. It's,
that's probably it. So I would like to see if my stomach could handle like a mint coffee that's naturally flavored.
Yeah. We'll have to find some.
I'm sure I'm boring the listeners with this.
We'll have to find some and then do a taste test.
and then see if I shit my pants or not. Oh, no good. Well, that one's out.
And then we can have a whole other what do you call it? A rating system instead of
like a shit meter.
Yeah, like how many flushes? Flush meter. Oh, this one took 3.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. All right, we won't bore you anymore with coffee.
Coffee talk.
This was Coffee Talk by your favorite 2 amateurs. Wiley and Mick. Bye.
Bonus round.
All right, everybody. This is Coffee and Hardcore Coffee Review with my wonderful wife, Elizabeth Latte Willis. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad that you're on the show. And what coffee are you reviewing?
I am reviewing the Just Coffee Diosis Dark.
Ooh. Yeah. Let's get in this.
I'm in.
All right. Well, tell us why you picked this coffee.
Well, as you already know, we have at least two different kinds of coffees going every day. You like the light ones, medium to light, and I usually go for like the darkest possible. So, Diosis Dark is, I would say this is a fall to winter kind of coffee for most people, but I would drink this year round. It's super smoky. If you want to get fancy with your flavor notes, it's got, I'm getting chocolate, almost like a rye bread kind of flavor from it. And almost like a campfire kind of taste, which I love. That's my favorite mix.
That coffee sounds like everything that embodies you as a person.
That's right. So, so, for me, I like coffees and just food that bring scent or taste memories. So this one reminds me of my dad starting a fire in the winter months. In our house, we had a fireplace that we usually kept the heat down low. My mom would make French toast, and there'd be coffee going, and my dad would light a fire, and this coffee is probably the only one that I've had that really brought back a really strong scent memory for me. It's hard to come by. We can't really get it here in Chicago. We have to either mail order it, or if we take a trip to Wisconsin, we can get it.
And we just took a trip to Wisconsin. Where did we go?
We went to Door County, the biggest tourist trap in the state.
And we accidentally went during a festival time, and so it sort of reminded us of Chicago. That's how busy it was.
Yeah, you could barely walk around. People were coughing up lungs and hacking all over everybody. It was great.
Wah, wah, wah. But I know Uncle Mick is going to edit this and listen to this, and we actually got you some treats there, Uncle Mick, in Door County. I'm going to send it to you. It's just a thank you for doing all your editing and everything you do for the podcast. So I hope you enjoy. But let's get back into this coffee here. Why do you recommend this to people? And what? Because you said we can't get it here in Chicago. You got to order it. So how often do you actually get it?
I've only had this particular roast once, but Just Coffee is probably like, I'd say they're kind of a model that a lot of other coffee roasters could go off of. They're direct trade. They work directly with co-ops and farmers, so they set their own prices. A lot like you had another guest that talked about this, but the importance of paying fair wages, and not every grower can afford to pay these wild certification fees, and Just Coffee helps growers through that so that they can make a living for themselves and their families, and really help pull their community out of poverty. It's a big deal. So I like Just Coffee overall, and they've got tons of great roasts. But I like the Las Diosas best.
Yeah, so we sent Mick, we actually hit up Just Coffee, and we sent Mick a bag of the Super Dark, right? The Mayan Super Dark. And it was a little bit too dark for him, but that's what you normally drink. So I actually kind of wanted you to talk about that a little bit too, because I didn't want people to get, to be swayed away by it by Mick's review. Because I know that's your favorite one.
That is my favorite one. I drink that every morning out of, I use an espresso percolator, which a lot of coffee snobs will say is basically destroying the coffee. I think otherwise. I love my percolator, and I've taken it with me for many moons in many places. But the Maya Super Dark has a similar kind of flavor profile as the Las Diosas, but I'd say it's even smokier, darker, really rich, but you're not getting any kind of burned taste from it. And I don't think it would give you a tummy ache, which is something I look out for when I'm buying my coffee. Just in case you want to have some. We don't need that noise.
Too dark for me.
It's too dark flavor-wise, but they do a dark smoky roast right. Kind of like, it reminds me, if I can't get the Descendants coffee year-round, that's the closest thing to it. So that's what I drink that every morning. It's just, it's a good solid espresso, whether you make it like an actual espresso machine or you have a percolator like us. But
yeah, and I got you the Descendants coffee for Christmas. Whenever it comes out, we get it. But we talked on a podcast, and I didn't say where we got it from, but it was leaked recently online, so I think we can tell people. We really wanted that Descendants coffee for Libby here, and we figured it out. Talk about that.
It was Jackie's Java out of Fort Collins, Colorado. Am I going to get in trouble for this?
No, she already...
Am I breaking any laws?
No.
Well,
she already posted it on the Descendants.
Jackie let the cat out of the bag.
Cat's out.
Well, it was the French roast, I believe, from Jackie's Java that was... I don't know if she's not using that particular one for the Descendants coffee, but it was like nearly spot on.
I think she says she roasts it longer.
Yeah, but it was Costa Rican, I think, and this one she uses for French is different. It's a different origin. Either way, it was really good. I was impressed. Kind of pricey for how much coffee you get, but she's a one-woman show, I think. So I don't know. It's worth it for a once in a while treat, but definitely I think too expensive to buy every day.
And Descendants is something that my wife and I have in common, and what drew us together. So thank you, Descendants and Jackie's Java.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Do you have anything else to add about the coffee?
No, just that I think that if you like dark roast, don't let this one scare you off. Don't let, if you see something that says cocoa or smoke on the bag, don't let that scare you, because I'd say this is definitely worth a shot.
You heard it right here from the cat's mouth. Boom. All right. Thanks for being on, and thanks for being my wife. Anything else to add at all to the listeners?
I'm glad to be your wife, and I love you.
Aww. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah. That's our show, folks. Thanks for sticking it out until the end or fast forwarding it to the end. Whatever you did, either way, thanks for being with us today.
And I know I sound like a broken record, and this is Wiley's least favorite part of everything that we do. But please go on social media and share this episode with your friends, your family, your grandma, your grandpa, Aunt Betty, Uncle Tom, whoever.
Or
share
go
this,
outside and read a book.
Or do that. But hey, follow us on Spotify, like us on Apple Music, and leave us a review if you could. Or wherever you listen to podcasts. Hey, help us out and spread the word if you could.
Yeah. Who am I kidding? I don't read books and I don't go outside. I don't know why I said that. I like to watch movies with a fan blowing on me because I'm old. Get off the lawn. No.
See, I'm
Okay.
old because I want to sit and read a book and then tell people to get off my lawn
Yeah. We'll
while
just
I have
meld
a
the-
fan outside.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Today I was outside with the fan reading a
Sipping
book.
on a milkshake?
No, it was I was drinking coffee outside at that moment. So
Oh, it's hot out,
Yeah.
bro.
I know.
Well, maybe it's not now. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yo, come back for more episodes. We have more hardcore and coffee goodness for you, as always. We always
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Well, hey, the plan for us is to have Time and Pressure on very soon.
Ooh, yes.
And Mick,
Yes.
Mick,
I know.
I have been
know.
jamming their new album since it
Me
came
too.
out. I think it came out
Yeah.
Friday.
It did. It's so good.
I have been jamming it all day today, like all day. Like that's all I listened to today.
Yeah.
For real. Didn't listen to anything else. Man, Wrapped Up is my jam. That song is so good from Time and Pressure.
So remember, one, that was Time and Pressure, and you need to go get that album. But number two, I make a Spotify playlist now that goes along with each episode, and all the bands that we talk about, all the stuff that we bring up. If it's on Spotify, I'm going to put it in this playlist. So, and there's some good stuff in this episode, even some stuff that we're going to drop that was kind of behind the scenes that some folks talked about that you didn't quite hear get said, but we're going to put them in the playlist.
And you better put that Time and Pressure track in there too.
Oh, I will, because people
You
need to
better
do
know
that.
it.
Yeah. So,
All right. That's enough of our blibber blabber. Mick, take us out of here and drop that Battle Royale closer song.
all right. Until next time, this was the Coffee and Hardcore Podcast.
Coffee and hardcore, coffee and hardcore, coffee and hardcore, coffee and hardcore.